Good morning. It is a beautiful morning here at cute little Hill Cottage at Bruyere Farm in the Tulbagh Valley. We had quite a heavy night of rain. It was coming down very hard, but this morning there's a promise of some blue skies, and the wind is a bit colder. It's really chilly. It was our last night at Hill Cottage, and so for now it is just a quick breakfast, pack up, go. Of course, we've got quite a few interesting activities planned for today. Yesterday we were a bit hampered by the weather, but hopefully today the weather will allow us to walk around a bit outside, and we will be able to go everywhere we want to go. But if not, we will make the best of it.
Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Sunflowers, high grass and bare feet. Oh, you each second is a treat. I keep my balance next to you. It's true, nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good, I've never been so ready. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, we are leaving the lovely Hill Cottage now. We had a great weekend staying here, although it's very wet.
It's been raining like crazy last night, sure.
And the rain is now falling again. It started off quite promising this morning with some blue sky and sunlight. They still think it's going to be better than the previous 2 days.
Yes.
So yeah, we are now off to the town of Tulbagh. Now, the town of Tulbagh, I think, is a very special town in South Africa. We will show you probably one of the most historic streets in all of the country, but we will discuss it a bit more when we get there. Well, the rain is coming and going. Now suddenly it's stopped again, and there's even some sunshine on the mountains on the other side. It certainly makes for very beautiful views. I can change any moment.
We had a very lazy day yesterday. We spent most of the afternoon in front of the wonderful fireplace and reading and napping because it was just pouring. But we were lucky for a bit of a break when we saw that wonderful waterfall.
Yes.
The Waterval.
Waterval. I mean, the clouds and everything was quite heavy still, but it was just a bit of a break in the rain, which didn't happen a lot yesterday.
But now we're really looking forward to seeing Tulbagh. Mia was very small when she saw it last. I don't think you can remember, Mia. So I'm quite excited to show her, because yesterday we just went to buy a few things, but we were in the main street and there's not that many old buildings. So she's a bit confused why we think it's so special, but we're going to show a church street now. I think it's going to change your mind, Mia.
Yeah, we hope to impress Mia today. And Frikkie, you're also going to Tulbagh, my dog. Yeah, this Bruyere farm is a fantastic place to stay. They've got many different kinds of accommodation. I would say there's probably 4 or 5 different places to stay. Some of them, I think, more upmarket than others. But Hill Cottage, looking for a small,
very cute, very
cute
clean,
cottage,
very comfortable, everything you need.
Beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
views over the valley, great stay. Okay, but off to Tulbagh. It's not that far. I think it's only about 4 kilometers or so to go from the farm. Yeah, we are now driving into the town of Tulbagh. Now Tulbagh is quite special because it is the 4th oldest town in South Africa. The other 3 is of course Cape Town, Swellendam and Stellenbosch. The first Dutch settler farmers that settled here was already in 1699 when 14 farmers were settled here. But the town itself was only established a bit later in 1743. So 1743 is then, I think, a key date for Tulbagh, because that is also the date when the Oude Kerk, or the old church, was built in Tulbagh. So the most famous street in Tulbagh is called Church Street, referring of course to the Oude Kerk. And we are now heading towards the Oude Kerk. Oh, you can see in front, this building dates from 1743, so it is really old. Of course, one cannot talk about Tulbagh without mentioning that the historic buildings in this street in front of us, Church Street, was severely damaged in September 1969 with quite a devastating earthquake, and all of the buildings had to be restored after this earthquake. But yeah, let's make a stop here at the Oude Kerk and see whether we can go in. Today it is a museum, so it should be open now. Just look how beautiful. Let's go and have a look. We stopped here in front of the Oude Kerk in Tulbagh. So just across the road from it is the tourist center, and that is where you get tickets for the museum. So we're just going to stroll across to first find some tickets. They say this is reception, so let's just go and check inside.
It's cold.
It is. This earthquake in September 69 also has a dedicated museum, the Earthquake Museum. I think the tourist office and the museum for the earthquake is in the same building.
Dat is wel een cute hier.
Ja.
Hier sta je al net.
Hoe kan je gewoon dra?
Hij is alleen maar.
Okay, so we can.
Maar is klein. Dankie.
So these tickets, you buy one ticket for 30 rand a person, and it gives you access to 4 different museums. So the Oude Kerk, the Earthquake Museum, and then the so-called house number 14. I suppose that must be a special
I
one.
think that's where they've got old furniture and things.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the 4th place now, but that is good. Now we are starting with the Oude Kerk. 1743, Annelie, that that is so long ago.
That's 200.
What is almost 280 years ago now?
Sure.
To think that people already built this beautiful building then.
It's amazing.
We are here. Let's go in. Look at the floor, Annelie. It is made of stone, very uneven. So it's got a thatched roof. You're an old organ. Sure. So it's got these wooden balconies on both sides of the church. Yeah, I suppose the pulpit must be part of the original.
Oh. Kyk die koper insetsels, ja.
That is an authentic Bible. And it's got a little balcony right at the back as well. Look at this clock, Annelie. 1765.
Goeie aarde. Dis ongelooflik.
Sure.
It's quite tall.
Yeah, yeah.
The inlays, the date is in ivory. Wow.
So today Frikkie is a church dog. It's not the first time that we have Frikkie being carried around when we visit places. I think it is quite fortunate because sometimes places are quite strict and do not allow animals at all.
It's just quite heavy to carry.
Yeah, so we're just strolling around in this beautiful church. We are the only visitors at this stage. So it's really special to just browse around, looking at all these very, very old things. It's probably the first building that was established in Tulbagh when the town was established in 1743. Beautiful. So here's one grave in the middle, or in the center of the church. Actually 3 people, it seems like, that is buried here. What do we have here?
It's a symphonion.
Like a record
Yes,
playing.
yeah, these are the records.
Look at it,
Wonder
it
how
is these
sounds. It's got little holes in it.
little holes, and if it spins, then it.
This one is Sunshine Song.
So what is this the thing that plays it?
Yeah, there's a little handle in there, so I suppose you have to turn the handle.
Yo, I will have to declare my ignorance on how this works, but it looks very interesting. Symphonian, yeah. It's a bit difficult.
Sunshine Song. Wow, there's a clock there. Look at it. Symphonian.
Yeah, and every church should have a church bell. So this one is simply hanging here. Also looking very old. And then going down the lawn is the graveyard of this Oude Kerk in Tulbagh. So here next to the church is a small little building. So I've asked Annelien that works here what this building is. Very interesting. Annelien, wat is hierdie gebou?
Hierdie gebou was die lijkshuis gewees waar
Die
ek
lijks-
nou insit. Ja, en baie jare later het hulle dit mos nou in 'n kantoor geomskep.
Wow.
Toe die kerk 'n museum geword het. Die kerk het 'n museum geword. 3 Augustus 1925. So hy's al bitter lank.
Ja, dit is amper 100
museum.
jaar
Ja,
wat hy 'n
hy's
museum is.
Bitter lank 'n museum. En dan ook die klip wat julle in die kerk sien, die vloer.
Ja.
Dit was mos eers 'n grondvloer gewees, want baie mense is sommer in die kerk begrawe.
Wow, so daar's 'n klomp
Daar's 'n
grafte
klomp
eintlik daar.
grafte. Die heel eerste 4 predikante lê voor in die kerk voor die preekstoel, begrawe so in 'n ry.
Ek dog ek het 3 gesien, maar dit was
3,
4.
skies tog,
O, is dit 3? Okay.
Skies tog, 3 predikante. Hulle is onder die vloer begrawe. En dan die klip is ingesit in 1920.
O, okay.
Ja, en dit kom al die pad van Robben Eiland af.
Robben Eiland
Van
klippe.
Robben Eiland af en later jare het die kerk toe 'n museum geword op 3 Augustus 1925.
Dis baie interessant.
Die kerk
En die gebouetjie sê jy agter jou waar die kantoortjie nou is. Dit was ook deel van die ou geboue,
Dit
né?
was ook deel gewees, ja. En ook in 1795 wat jy laat sien op die gevel van die kerk.
Ja.
Baie mense dink dit is die jaar wat die kerk gebou was, maar dit is nie. Dit is die jaar wat hulle die gevel aangebou het.
Ah, okay.
Voor aan die kerk gebring het. En dieselfde jaar bou hulle die ringmuur wat jy sien rondom die kerkgebou om nou natuurlik die paardekarre of savans kyk, hulle moes
ja.
getravel met dit destyds om dit buite die kerkgrond te hou.
Maar die
Ja.
kerk self is wat
Die
1743, né?
Dis reg.
Ja.
Ja, die kerk is 1743 gebou. En
Nee.
die ingang was mos aan die agterkant.
Wat ons nou sien in die begrafplaaskant is eintlik die voorkant gewees.
Ja, die deur wat jy gesien het op regterkant daar.
O, daarso.
Daai was eers die deur waar hulle ge-in en uit het.
Dit is nou Annelien, baie dankie. Dit maak dit nou soveel
Groot
interessant.
plesier.
Baie dankie, hoor. Wow, that was an interesting visit.
Very special.
I chatted to Annelien a bit further. This is the 4th oldest church in the country.
Oh,
But she says it's the only one that still has its original form. So it
okay.
is really a special church. This was absolutely worth it to see.
And how special to be able to send up Gogha.
Yeah,
That's
so we could
great.
send up Gogha. Annelien said no problem. So beautiful images of the church, I would say. But now it's off to the Earthquake Museum.
Yes.
So as I mentioned, in September 1969, a devastating earthquake for Tulbagh, unfortunately, which damaged a lot of these buildings. But yeah, let's go and have a bit of a look from the photos and so on.
Yeah.
So Frikkie is being carried into the museum. Starts with photos of damaged buildings. So I just spoke to Sean here at reception, and he says, although many buildings got damaged, the church itself was not damaged by the earthquake. I suppose it speaks of how well it was built, but it makes it special because what we see there is what it looked like when it was built in 1743, and of course when the arch was added in 1796. Yeah, special. In this part, there's all these panels explaining where the different buildings are and how it was damaged in this historic street. Yeah, so we had a nice walk through the Earthquake Museum, and we are leaving the car here at the Oude Kerk because this is also the start of the historical Church Street, and we're just going to take a bit of a stroll now down Church Street because every house you pass is a heritage house almost. Apparently there's 32 of these houses in the street. So this is Reader's Restaurant. It looks as if this building is really old. Apparently this is one of the more famous restaurants in Church Street in Tulbagh.
So it's a Victorian house.
The Victorian House Museum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the bedroom.
I just find it fascinating to think this is how people lived.
Yeah.
This is the bed. I mean, look at this. It's copper. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, she was Frikkie. Okay, I'm gonna go out of Frikkie.
Just handing it to Frikkie because Frikkie needs to be carried around in museums
Yes,
today.
he's a very special dog.
Very special.
This is just a pristine little house, privately owned.
These houses look particularly old.
I know, it's so beautiful. Pioneer's house.
Pioneer's house, this one. There's even one with a cannon.
This is just so special.
I'm telling Mia, this is a museum. The whole street
Yes,
is a museum.
is it?
Yeah, oh, you can
Well,
see.
yeah.
It is a museum, yeah. So those cannons got the VOC, the Vereniging Oost-Indische Compagnie
Yeah.
signals,
Yeah.
insignia on it. So it might just be original cannons.
I love this house with those orange. I think it's honeysuckle, but I'm not sure. Isn't that just gorgeous? Pineapple house. Oh yeah, you can see the pineapples. Over there are the pineapples. It's a whole ball gable. Most beautiful early house gable in the street. They got cocoa with pineapple reliefs. I don't say why.
They just have pineapples in the gables.
Yeah.
So that is why it's called Pineapple House.
We've walked around now in Church Street, and looked at the beautiful houses. It's as Vanna says, it's a museum street actually. Every house is gorgeous. And we've built up quite a nice appetite, and we've stopped at a place called Kole Deeg.
Yeah, Kole Deeg. It's in Van der Stel Street. So Van der Stel Street is the one parallel to Church Street. So I think this is actually the main street these days of Tulbagh. But Kole Deeg is very famous for their roosterkoeke. Now, I like a good roosterkoek. And if I remember correctly, they were actually one of the finalists in one of the recent years of the Best of the Cape Awards when it comes to a breakfast spot. So it's an interesting combination, roosterkoek and breakfast. And so, but they're also serving lots of other nice goodies. So we're going to pop in for something to eat, grab something to eat, and just have a bit of a look what it looks like inside. Quite necessary and exciting.
We built up a nice appetite, so I can do with the rooster.
We didn't have breakfast this morning because just didn't feel like it, but now we are ready. Okay, so we checked with Kole Deeg. It is perfectly fine for Frikkie to go inside. So we're going to have a sit down and look at what roosterkoeke they have to offer.
So nice that Frikkie is welcome.
Yeah, no, he's welcome. So they're all fine with dogs. Just look at how nice. Nice and spacious inside. I like this place.
It's lovely.
It's a lovely atmosphere. Oh, that is better. So myself and Mia got the lamb curry and roosterkoek dish with onion rings and parsley on the top. It looks delicious. And Annelie got the falafel wrap. It looks very, very nice.
We're gonna make our off now.
Dankie Kaylin. Dit was nou heerlik geweest. Jy sê die kombuis wil ook 'n bietjie met ons praat. Want daardie kombuis maak fantastiese kos. Joh, julle maak lekker kos. Dit was nou wie maak hy lamskerry? Die eienaar homself. Hy maak homself, maar joh, dit is lekker. Baie dankie hoor. Baie dankie. Dankie vir die voorstel vir die curry. Dit was fantasties hoor. Dankie Nikkie hoor. Bye. Frikkie? Jy koud my liefie. Frikkie, jy terug in die kar my liefie, ons gaan nou tata hoor, gaan nou huis toe. So we made sure that Frikkie is not cold in the Kole Deeg restaurant. So we took his bed and now we just have to make his bed again. So Mia will just sort him out. Okay, yeah, so this is now for the drive home, which is about an hour and a half or so to drive, and I see the rain is coming again. But I think we were quite lucky this morning to not be getting too wet from rain. Thanks Mia. Is Frikkie ready?
Yes.
He's ready, ne? Hey!
Oh, hello.
I think the rain is coming again.
Yes.
Just in time, back in the car.
Oh, what a lunch.
This was great. Yes. Kole Deeg.
No,
I can understand.
Recommended.
I checked now. I can understand why they were one of the finalists in the Best of the Cape Awards, actually of 2023. But that was in the category for best breakfast spot.
Well, you can try anything there. I think it's just so good. It's Moorish.
we had lunch, but this is great. The roosterkoek is fantastic. They allow dogs. Frikkie could go in with us, and just see where's Frikkie. Yeah, Frikkie could go with. So that was just a great start. Are you cold, Frikkie?
Yeah, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, this was a very interesting trip to Tulbagh. I think it was different in many aspects.
Yeah.
The weather was really a factor.
Yes, it was.
I mean, if I saw where we started, but it's actually 2 days ago now, through the extremely wet Bainskloof and the extremely beautiful Tulbagh Valley,
Yeah.
Bruyere Farm, and today the history.
So special. I don't know, it just touches you in some way to walk
Yeah,
down a
yeah.
street that's so pristinely kept.
Yeah.
Everything is white and beautiful. You can see that the people of Tulbagh really care about their heritage. It's lovely.
If you want to have a museum experience by just driving in a car down a
And the
road.
people are so friendly.
So
Ag, nee,
friendly.
Dit was rarig lekker.
This Kole Deeg, I mean, the people are fantastic.
Ja,
Even the people in the kitchen, we could speak to them. I mean,
Ja.
they are fantastic. No, that was great. So,
And Annelies from the church?
Annelien. Annelien,
yeah.
she was a beauty. Yeah, thanks, Annelien. You really made our day. So, yeah, this is it for this trip to Tulbagh. Thank you very much for joining us on this trip. If you,
nice to have you.
Yeah, if you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel. And then until our next trip.
We're going to a lovely mountain hut next.
Yes, so in 2 weeks from now, it's already booked.
I'm so looking forward to it.
So hopefully there's more rain and storms so that we can have an exciting trip. All the best. Thank you very much. And until next time,
Keep well.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Pasta de natas from Kole Deeg. Yum. Great.